Okay, so we reported a while ago that the library had received a bequest.
As what?
A bequest from Lally. I forgot her, what's her? Mrs. Catherine Lally. To the tune of $200,000, and in her will, it was a restricted gift to be used for the maintenance and expansion of the garden. I have the check. We do have the money. The money did come in. Greg Hamlin delivered it, signed a receipt, and I've spoken with Elaine Johnson at the Community Foundation, who has established or is in the process of establishing a fund. I will need your approval to put that $200,000 in the fund to be accessed in connection with any.
I don't think it should come to the library, it should go directly to them.
It's going to them. No, it's going directly to the Community Foundation.
Without the board approval.
Now, it always comes up, but you can bear with me for a minute.
Yeah.
The money goes into the foundation.
Yes.
We don't see that money ever again. We get only the income from it. Is that correct?
I also had a discussion with Elaine Johnson about that, and unless there's a restriction from the donor,
Which there is not.
and there is not in this case, you can.
Yeah, you can access the principal.
We can take principal.
You can invade the principal?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
can
good.
definitely invade the principal. There's no restriction.
Okay,
The
good.
will is a very simple, I did get a copy of the will.
But the foundation itself,
No.
they will allow us to invade the principal if we have to.
Yes,
If we have to.
according to.
It's
Elaine
very
Johnson.
simple, and here's the 5th paragraph of the last will and testament. I give and bequeath to New Hartford Public Library the sum of $200,000 to be used for the enhancement and maintenance of the Howard H. Lally Memorial Gardens at the New Hartford Public Library. So it's crystal clear, that's what the money's to be used for.
Enhancement too.
Enhancement as well.
That's great.
So that's great news.
Just out of curiosity, Mrs. Lally also built a garden for the Waterville Library,
And, yep,
and I wonder if, did she leave any money to them?
she did.
Did she?
Same amount, I hope?
She did.
She did? Wow. 'Cause
This is a public record, so I'm not, it's a public
Theirs is a
record.
much smaller garden than theirs.
Well, Earl, I'm not sure we can do anything about that.
I don't think you
That's
She
interesting.
was, she left the same amount to go.
She had a personal connection
Just
with Waterville.
a little side note.
I think they used to have a business down
Anyone
there.
in the Waterville Library, or anyone in Waterville, now that they're gonna enjoy this, should be very grateful to New Hartford and to New Hartford Library,
I know.
because we were the ones that promoted her to go to Waterville and give them money as well.
Well, they should
Well,
be
I'm not sure
grateful.
that was such a good idea, but.
They should be grateful. They should be grateful to the attorney who advised her
That's correct.
to share her wealth instead of leaving it to some charity
Dog
that
and
wasn't a
cats, yeah.
library.
The background on that is her husband, who left her the money, was a native of Waterville.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew there
okay,
was something.
all right. Okay, so that's it, and that's great news. Details to follow. It's gonna be a simple arrangement.
I have
Elaine's gonna
one
get the
question,
papers
since
to me.
that first bequest that she made, is that all gone? Or do we,
No, we
could that
got-
also
we
go
got-
into the same account,
Well, we use that,
but just for the garden?
yes, yeah.
But it's
It
no
can go in
longer,
the same account.
there's
But it
not gonna be
could
any more
be,
income to that.
I mean, would it make bookkeeping easier if,
Well, it'd make it more difficult for me, I'd have to request, when we needed money, request it out of the.
okay,
And it amounts to, about 45,000 right now,
So
and
that-
we use it.
And that'll last for about, I think
Oh,
you
yeah.
said 5,000 or 6,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
So that'll last us for a few
Yeah.
years before we have to invade anything from the
Yeah.
foundation.
In the meantime, this is building up.
Right.
Right.
With
And then we
return.
still-
So I've got the check, so I wanna, get it earning as soon
And
as
if you
possible.
really looked at it, if the average return was 5%, that's,
Where are you getting
Remind.
5%?
I know, it's about nothing right now.
the Community Foundation through June, now beware, because the third
Wow.
quarter was a bad quarter for
I was
stocks.
doing
But
5%, wow.
through June, the return, on the money that we currently have down there was 5.8%.
Wow. That's great.
Okay, so let's move on. Any
Okay.
other questions on that subject?
No.
Okay, so staying on positive